Stoicism paints a portrait of wise and ethical individuals who live in harmony with nature. They do not fear pain, death, or poverty, but what truly obsesses them is the abandonment of moral responsibility. The greatest fear is not external challenges, but the possibility of failing to fulfill one's responsibilities and becoming less complete. No matter how many difficulties life throws at them, they maintain their ethics and integrity, seeing them as the firm foundation of a noble and meaningful life. Welcome to Daily Stoic, the channel sharing knowledge and life experiences. In today's video, let us remember the philosopher Marcus Aurelius, one of the founding fathers of Stoicism, who left an indelible mark in history with his famous work, Meditations. This book is not just a collection of personal reflections, but a shining example of moral and spiritual cultivation. When it comes to the idea of becoming a great person, many might think it is a vague and elusive concept. However, throughout history, few have been more deserving of this title than Marcus Aurelius. His life and philosophy are like a guiding lighthouse, illuminating not only his contemporaries but also us today. This is not a self-help video, I promise you that. Instead, the thoughts Marcus initiated and recorded in Meditations can be a powerful antidote to many issues we face in modern life. I want to explore with you why his teachings hold such power and value, and how they can help us find peace and direction in this turbulent world. Before we dive into the main content, please support us with a like and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we release a new video. Your support is our greatest motivation to continue creating quality content, bringing value and knowledge to the community. Now let's get started. Marcus Aurelius, an illustrious Roman emperor, ruled from 161 AD to 180 AD. He was not only the last of the 5 good emperors, but also the ruler during the Pax Romana, or Roman peace. When Marcus Aurelius passed away, the Pax Romana ended, marking the conclusion of a rare period of peace and prosperity in Roman history. During his reign, Marcus Aurelius held supreme power, becoming the most powerful person in the world. To the Romans, the world outside their empire virtually did not exist, and thus Marcus Aurelius was effectively the ruler of the world. In this position, he could have anything he wanted: luxurious palaces, sumptuous feasts, and limitless indulgences. The life of a Roman emperor was almost synonymous with hedonism and boundless greed. Immersed in money, sex, wine, and any pleasure they could imagine, Roman emperors often indulged themselves in every vice the human mind could conceive. However, Marcus Aurelius was no ordinary emperor. In a world where absolute power could lead to moral decay, he chose a different path. He did not let himself be bound by money, laws, customs, or even conventional social ethics. No one and nothing could stop him from fulfilling his wildest desires. Yet Marcus Aurelius chose a life of virtue. He did not just choose to be good in a single moment or on one occasion, but every day throughout his 19-year reign, he remained steadfast in that choice. Marcus Aurelius was not only a man of kindness, but also a symbol of patience and integrity. Imagine facing the monster of infinite desires and declaring, "No, I choose virtue." This was not for praise, fame, or admiration, but for the sole reason of being a good person. That is truly impressive. If you were given the chance to be in Marcus Aurelius's position for nearly 20 years, would you be able to persevere day after day through the monster of temptation, knowing there would be no consequences no matter what your choices? What would you do? How would you act? Marcus Aurelius did it, and we know it's true because when no one was looking, that was when he was at his best. His steadfastness and integrity are a shining example for all of us, reminding us that true greatness comes from within and from the ethical choices we make every day. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius is not a book in the conventional sense. Rather, it is a personal journal where he recorded his deepest and most sincere reflections on life. Divided into 12 parts and about 150 pages, the book has no specific structure other than the natural flow of the author's thoughts. Meditations is the title given by later publishers, as these writings originally had no title and were never intended to be read, let alone published, by anyone other than Marcus. In these works, Marcus Aurelius did not try to impress readers or seek recognition. They are simply his honest confessions and deepest beliefs. Because of this, Meditations reveals the character of its author. Marcus wrote for himself, but the spontaneity and honesty of these words have made Meditations one of the most powerful and profound works ever written. Undoubtedly, the best thing you can do is to read Meditations for yourself. You can find copies of it in almost every library and bookstore across the country, maybe the world. But for this video, there are a few ideas that I think are worth considering. The thoughts Marcus Aurelius recorded not only helped him navigate his own life, but also provided invaluable lessons for us today. Marcus Aurelius always placed his faith in living according to nature. For him, nature was not just trees and animals, but the vast and perfect order of the universe. Trees grow not because they crave praise or seek external validation, but because that is what they are created to do. A tree does not know about fame. It only knows how to grow tall, green, and beautiful, because that is its natural essence. That is the natural order. Like a tiny seed sprouting into a mighty oak, like a small stream winding through rocky mountains to become a grand river, every living thing has its natural journey. A seed cannot choose to become an oak or a maple. It only knows how to grow strong because that is its mission. The stream cannot choose a smooth path, but it flows constantly, patiently, and persistently to become a great river. Similarly, Marcus Aurelius believed that humans have to fulfill their inherent potential. He did not place his faith in accumulating material wealth or titles, for to him they were fleeting. Instead, Marcus believed that nature created you as a human, with all the abilities and potential to become the best, most virtuous version of yourself. Like a seed sown in fertile soil, like a stream originating from a high mountain, humans need to seize every opportunity and condition to develop comprehensively, reaching the pinnacle of existence and ethics. For Marcus, the pinnacle of human existence is achieving one's full potential. Conversely, the greatest failure is allowing that potential to be wasted, unexploited, and undeveloped. He understood that we cannot control everything that happens in life and cannot control what the world throws at us. But what we can control is how we respond to those challenges. In all circumstances, the remarkable person is the one who always stands firm, living up to their fullest and most virtuous potential. That is the noble and sacred duty of each individual. Marcus Aurelius, with his wisdom and acumen, realized that life is a never-ending journey to become the best version of yourself. It is not a race for fame or material wealth, but a journey of self-discovery and growth, living following the natural order of the universe. When we pursue virtue and live true to our essence, we not only find peace of mind, but also achieve deep satisfaction from fulfilling our natural duty. Marcus Aurelius not only conveyed this philosophy through his teachings, but also lived by it every day, becoming an example for those seeking true meaning in life. Marcus Aurelius, though a powerful emperor, was still a human living in the real world with its challenges and difficulties. While he might have enjoyed sitting and writing all day, contemplating life and philosophy, that was not his primary role. In his position, Marcus faced countless tasks and responsibilities, from governing the nation to resolving conflicts and protecting the empire. Above all, Marcus understood that evil, malicious, or simply bad people are part of the universe that creates this life. Demanding a life without these people is like wishing for a sea without waves. That is absurd. We cannot change the nature of the world. Marcus recognized that bad people exist, and on your journey, you will undoubtedly encounter them. Marcus believed in kindness and always believed that people never intentionally do wrong. Instead, when people do wrong, it is simply out of ignorance. You can try to teach these people, but this is not always a viable option. We cannot control what the universe sends our way, and if we cannot overcome it, we just need to learn to endure it and wait for it to pass. To do this, Marcus advised looking within oneself. He wrote to himself, "Hey Marcus, you've got faults too. Who are you to judge? Maybe you have different faults than these so-called bad people, but Marcus, you have your faults nevertheless. In a different conversation on a different day, perhaps you, Marcus, would be the ignorant one, and Marcus, it's possible that you just don't understand." Marcus understood that a thief who steals to feed his family isn't wrong. We cannot fully comprehend the suffering of others, so we should not judge anyone. Marcus Aurelius believed that the higher purpose of human existence is to uplift and support one another. He constantly reminded himself that this is the immutable law of nature. Just as animals eat the fruit of trees, but when they die, they become rich food for worms and microorganisms, the existence of each living thing is intertwined with mutual support and connection. In the natural world, everything has its reason and role, and humans are no exception. Abandoning this responsibility is the first failure in life. Like us, Marcus faced challenges beyond his control. But instead of facing them negatively, Marcus did the opposite. For him, difficulties are a part of human existence that everyone must face in life. So don't pray for bad things not to happen. That is pointless and foolish. When bad things happen, we can't do anything about them. Instead of fighting them futilely, Marcus fought himself, controlling how he would react to the challenges. Marcus told himself, "You know it will come. When that day comes, don't be sad because bad things happen. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't complain. Instead, feel fortunate that you have the tools and spirit to get through unscathed. When you face bad things with a positive mindset, you will realize they are not as bad as you thought. Instead, a positive mental attitude will help you see that this is just an opportunity to cultivate perseverance and courage. When you do that, you will become stronger, and nothing can defeat you." Unlike many other philosophers in history, Marcus did not disdain material wealth, but he approached it with caution and sobriety. He could have anything he wanted: money, houses, art, wine, all within his grasp. But instead of indulging in such luxury, Marcus chose a different path. He reminded himself, "Marcus, don't dream about the material things you want. They are meaningless. They don't fulfill your potential. Only you can do that. Reflect on what you have and appreciate them. Remember how much you would want them if you didn't have them." He was always aware that overvaluing material things would obscure the true value of life. Marcus understood that material things are merely nice but unimportant objects. They don't make you more virtuous, they don't make you kinder, and they certainly don't help you reach your highest potential. He believed that human potential does not lie in accumulating wealth, but in living in harmony with nature and oneself. He encouraged himself and others to live naturally, seeking real value in life instead of pursuing fleeting things. He always maintained the belief that living simply and appreciating what you have is the right path to true prosperity and happiness. By abandoning excessive desire for material things, Marcus Aurelius created a meaningful life and set a shining example of moderation and self-control in all circumstances. Indeed, his life is a valuable lesson in not letting external things control your soul and actions. Marcus reminded, "Live simply and find satisfaction in simple things, for that is the source of happiness and inner peace." Marcus Aurelius spent nearly half his life pondering death. His focus on this topic was so great that I cannot help but mention it when discussing his views. For Marcus, death was not something to be feared. His perspective on death was very simple. It will come whether you like it or not. Marcus constantly reminded himself, that is beyond your control, so don't waste time fearing death or worrying about dying. He understood that death is a natural part of life, just like being born, growing up, and maturing. Death is not an enemy to be avoided, but an inseparable part of the journey of existence. Just as nature has given us the right to live, nature has also given us the duty to die. Death is a duty, Marcus said. Marcus Aurelius did not see death merely as an end, but as part of the natural cycle. According to Marcus, death is the final destination of the journey where we fulfill our role in the natural cycle. By understanding this, we can live a life without regrets, knowing that we have lived fully and completed our mission. Marcus Aurelius advised us to face death calmly and accept it as a natural part of life. Live the best way you can, and when death comes, welcome it like an old friend, he said. Along with other great philosophers, Marcus Aurelius contributed to founding Stoicism, a philosophy marked by wisdom and deep thought. Stoicism is not just abstract philosophy, but a way of living, an ideology that encompasses vast fields from logic and ethics to physics and many other aspects of life. This philosophy not only helps us understand the world around us better, but also helps us live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Stoicism teaches us that money, fame, and external success are only fleeting pleasures, not the source of true happiness. These things may bring temporary comfort, but they cannot bring lasting peace and happiness. True happiness is not moments of short-lived material satisfaction, but a state of mind, serenity, and self-contentment. To achieve true happiness, according to Marcus Aurelius and other Stoics, we need to live a virtuous life. A virtuous life accepts what cannot be changed, controls emotions and actions, and always keeps kindness, honesty, and gratitude. And finally, let the Stoic philosophy of Marcus Aurelius and other Stoics be the compass for your life, helping you find happiness and peace in this turbulent world. Thank you for watching our entire video. If you found this content useful, please like and subscribe to Daily Stoic to not miss our next videos. Hit the bell icon to get notifications every time we release a new video. Have a day full of joy and peace.